One of the key mistakes that new product managers make is that they don't integrate the product strategy with the business strategy. This is where you'll be learning growth hacking techniques. You'll be learning how do you scale product operations and infrastructure, and you'll be learning customer retention and acquisition strategies. Hi everyone, welcome to this webinar on product management program from E&ICT Academy, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. I'm super excited to be welcoming you to this webinar because I believe by the end of this webinar, you will not only have much more clarity about what this program is all about, but you'll also have clearer understanding of how this program can help you achieve the career transformation or career upliftment that you're looking for. So let's get started. But before I jump into the webinar, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Manav. I'm the founder and CEO of Accredian. And what I will do in this webinar is take you through a very interesting journey of this beautifully designed program in 5 different steps. Firstly, I will give you a quick overview of the program. Second, I will cover the program curriculum, which is top-notch and something which is the key USP of this program. Third, I will cover the other USPs of the program that make this program not only a program but a great learning experience, a transformative learning experience. Fourth, I will talk about the campus immersion part of the program. And fifth, I will talk about the application process of this wonderfully designed program. So let's begin with the first section. So this program from E&ICT Academy, IIT Kanpur is called Professional Certificate Program in Product Management. It's an 8-month program. It's online and it is taught by some of the finest product managers in India. IIT Kanpur, as you would know, needs no introduction. In a country where there are lakhs of engineering colleges, IITs are the hallmarks of quality education, and IIT graduates have made a name for themselves not only in India but worldwide. IITs stand for quality, IITs stand for innovation, and IITs stand for excellence. This product management program is designed in collaboration with E&ICT Academy IIT Kanpur, and in successful completion of this program, you will get a certificate from E&ICT Academy IIT Kanpur. Now, in this program, you will be learning a bunch of skills. But before I get into what you will be learning, let me elaborate a bit on who this program is for. So this program is for you if you are from a non-product management background and you're looking to transition into product management. And this program is also for you if you're already a product manager, if you are a senior product manager, maybe you are already a director of product management, or you're a product owner, you're related to the product world in some way, and you're looking to upskill yourself and you're looking to understand the end-to-end product management. So whether you're from a product management background or a non-product management background, this program has been designed considering both the target audiences in mind. Now, in this program, the beauty of the entire 8-month journey is the curriculum. If you go through the curriculum of the program is designed in a step-by-step manner. It is designed, first of all, focusing on the foundation, which is step 1. Then it moves to the intermediate level, and then it moves to the highest level that you would need to upskill yourself in product management to become a successful product manager who is able to not only solve, but who is able to deep dive into any kind of product management challenge. So in this program is divided into 8 different terms. The first term of this program is fundamentals of product management. As I mentioned, this is the very foundation. Here you will be learning what is product management, mindset required to become a successful product manager, getting acquainted with the key responsibilities of a product manager, and essentially what do you need to do to succeed as a product manager. Then you'll also be covering in term 1 other modules like market analysis and customer research. As a product manager, you have to understand what are your research techniques, how do you do market segmentation, how do you do audience identification, etc. This is what you'll be learning in module 2, followed by module 3, in which you'll be learning competitive analysis. Whenever you're building a product, you don't build a product in isolation. You first of all look at the pain points that other products possibly are not able to solve, and then you try to build a product which is better than them or totally different from them. So you will be learning competitive analysis for product managers, in which you'll be doing SWOT analysis. You will be understanding the techniques to identify competitor products, etc. And that's where you will wrap up the first term with fourth module, product ideation and conceptualization. Once you have done the market analysis, competitor analysis, customer segmentation, then it is time for you to start building a hypothesis around your product. And this is where product ideation and conceptualization module will prove to be your cementing block to build a strong foundation for doing the next part, which is product strategy. After doing term 1, learning the fundamentals, you'll move to term 2, which is product strategy and roadmap. In product strategy, you will essentially be firstly focusing on product vision and mission, because the most important part for the success of a product starts with the first step, writing the product vision clearly, concisely, and ambiguously, and product mission. This is very important because if you are able to write the right and compelling product mission and vision, it helps in aligning all the stakeholders who are involved in that product journey. Because as a product manager, you are the CEO of a product. So you are working with multiple stakeholders to get a product up and running. So product vision and mission, you will be learning how to do that successfully. Then you will be moving to module 6, which is product strategy. You will be learning different frameworks for strategy. How do you build a successful product strategy and divide it into short-term, long-term, etc., etc. And you will also be looking at different kind of product strategy frameworks like blue ocean strategy, etc. After that, you'll be moving to module 7, wherein you'll be learning prioritization and road mapping techniques. When you build a new product, there are so many features you would be asked to include, or you would yourself want to include, but you cannot include all of them in the beginning. You prioritize features, and then you have a roadmap to implement that features. So in this term, you'll be learning how to do that in a effective way, and especially considering that different stakeholders are involved, and a lot of time you'll need to juggle between different stakeholders giving their own priorities. You will learn the different frameworks through which you are not only able to prioritize what features will go, but you are also able to convey and give a structured thinking to your product prioritization and roadmap. The last module of term 2 ends with business and product strategy alignment. One of the key mistakes that new product managers make is that they don't integrate the product strategy with the business strategy. And that's where, when the business is moving in a certain direction, in a different direction, and product strategy is not in sync with it, most likely you will not be able to build a compelling narrative around why your product needs to be built internally and how is that going to change the trajectory of the organization. And that's why there needs to be a very strong alignment between business and product strategy, and that's what you will be learning and going deeper into this particular module. This is where term 2 ends, and this is where term 3 begins. That now you have done the market research, you have done product ideation, you have done product strategy. Now comes the next step. What is the next step? It is user experience design. You need to now start thinking about designing your product. In this, you will be learning design principles, you will be learning UI UX, you will be learning information design and architecture, and you will be learning user flow mapping. For example, that if you want to make a user take certain action, how do you go about mapping that so that you are clear that the user is most likely going to behave in the way you have envisioned it to be. So this is a very important term, and design thinking can make or break your product, because at the end you are designing a product for a customer, and no matter how good your long-term vision would be, if they don't find it user-friendly, if they don't find that ease of use in using the product, you will struggle to get adoption. And that's why this term builds really strong basics in design thinking and UI UX. After this comes term 4. Now you have designed the product. Now comes term 4, which is developing that product, building that product. And this is where agile product development comes into picture. Firstly, you will be learning agile methodologies, agile principle, and then you will be learning how to do sprint planning, review, how to do retrospectives effectively so that you are able to continuously improve on the product. Plus, how do you do prioritization and backlog refinement so that as your product starts getting built and as the timeline starts getting pushed with real-time changes happening in the product roadmap, for example, or in missed deadlines, you need to work on that, and you will be learning that. Along with that, agile matrices and performance measurement, wherein you can actually see that whether you are on the right track with respect to product development or not. This is where term 4 finishes. Now you have developed the product. Now you're ready to launch the product and take the product to the market. And this is where term 5 comes into picture, where you learn GTM strategies, which stands for go-to-market strategies and planning. You will learn how to build a solid go-to-market strategy, how to create a timeline, how to make a plan, how to budget resources, how to do budget allocation, etc. But more importantly, now that you have built the product, how do you get the message out? So how do you do the product positioning? How do you do the product messaging? And this is where a lot of people, especially from tech background, coming from tech background, struggle because they are not able to think in creative ways. And this is a module that will help you do that and get the story out for a product as a product manager. In this term, you'll also be learning marketing channels for product launch. There are various marketing channels. How do you select the right marketing channel, and what are the different kind of channels available? You will get deeper understanding of that. Plus, you'll also need to have strong matrices in place, how to measure whether your product is getting adoption, whether your product is getting success, etc. or not. And this is where GTM success matrices comes into picture. So this is where almost you'll finish half of the program by completing term 5, in which you have learned now from foundations of product management to product strategy to design thinking to building the product to launch it. Now term 6 is very important term, which is after you have launched a product, now you need to grow it. Now think about companies like Facebook, Instagram. They were great products for sure, but there have been many great products like like Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. It's not that they were the first one, but how did they become viral? How did they grow exponentially? Now this is where you'll be learning growth hacking techniques. You'll be learning how do you scale product operations and infrastructure, and you'll be learning customer retention and acquisition strategies. These things that you will learn, or the concepts that you will learn in this term, will determine whether your product becomes $1 million or $1 billion product, or whether it just becomes another great concept that was launched. Plus, this term will also teach you how to manage hyper growth when the product is experiencing massive growth, right? How do you manage cash flow? How do you organize the resources within the company? And how do you ensure that customer satisfaction is primary goal as you continue experiencing hyper growth phase? So this is where this term finishes, which is growth and scaling. And then comes term 7th, which is product analytics. As a product manager, as much as product strategy is going to be a central piece of what you'll be doing, and as much developing that product and launching that product are key for your success. But how do you measure each one of these things in a systematic way? This is where product analytics comes into picture. Product managers of today have to be data driven, and this is where what you will be learning here, that what are the key success metrics and KPIs for a particular product. Plus, you'll also get understanding of the tools and matrices that you will be using as a product manager to not only measure your product success, but to also demonstrate the success of the product within internal stakeholders, and to have the right KPIs set so to determine whether to invest more in that product or whether not to invest more in product. Plus, you will also learn different techniques like cohort analysis and segmentation, etc., to ensure that you are taking data-driven decision making, followed by learning concepts like A/B testing and experimentation, which are really vital for doing product analytics successfully. Finally, the program ends with a last term, which is generative AI. All of you know the power of AI. AI is the future. And as today's product managers, if you are not in sync with what's happening in the AI world, you cannot incorporate the power or leverage the power of AI in your products. And that's where this term is really, really innovative and has been specially put for you to leverage the power of generative AI. In this, from ideation to building an MVP, what is the journey that you can take as a product manager and incorporate generative AI in each step of the product development, you'll be learning this in term 8. If you see, for example, in the first module, you'll be getting understanding of generative AI and applications. Then you'll be learning ideation techniques. What are the different ideation techniques and how do you do that using generative AI? Then you'll be learning prototyping also. Today, AI is so powerful that you can do prototyping as well as MVP development. So you can do MVP development and testing also with AI, and you'll be learning that. I believe that this term will equip you with that X factor and will give you that edge with respect to other product managers who possibly would not be equipped with generative AI skill in product management. Now, this is the curriculum of the program. I hope you would have loved the curriculum. I hope you would have seen that the curriculum mimics a real world flow of how a product is ideated, conceptualized, strategized, then built, then launched, and then scaled. This program comes with 2 capstone projects, not one, but 2 capstone projects. One is a minor project that you'll do towards the middle of the program, and the final one is a major capstone project, which is a bring your own product, which is BOYP, in which you'll actually be implementing all that you have learned in the program in this very capstone project called BOYP. The tools of this covered in this program are many, and each term you will get a flavor of how to use a particular tool to drive the objective of that stage of product management successfully. For example, in this program, you will be using tools like Product Plan, Trello, Mixpanel, Hootsuite, Figma, Jira, Confluence, etc. So the goal is that throughout this 8 months, you should not only be learning theory, but you should actually be using tools to ensure that you are doing real world product management as much as possible. Now let's move from the curriculum to the next part, which is the third part of the program, which you will love. This program is taught by some of the best industry product managers. You will not only learn product management, but you will hear from product managers who are actually practicing product management in some of the best companies in the world, which means that you are not learning just theoretical product management, but you are getting practical insights from people who are in the trenches, people who are already in the roles that you would aspire to be in. And that's one of the key USPs of the program, that is the instructors who will be teaching in this program. Now let's move to the next section. In the next section, I'll cover the campus immersion bit. IIT Kanpur, visiting IIT Kanpur is an experience in itself. It's one of the largest campuses in India, beautiful campus, huge campus. And this program comes with a 2-day campus immersion at the prestigious IIT Kanpur campus, wherein you will get to interact with your peers and build lifelong connections. You'll participate in competitions, etc. And most importantly, you will feel yourself becoming part of an elite institution, which in itself can fundamentally shift your mindset towards excellence and help you track those opportunities that possibly you might not have access to so far. Finally, we'll come to the admissions part. After successful completion of the program, you'll get a certificate from E&ICT Academy IIT Kanpur, and you will get the certificate with a QR code. Finally comes the admission process. The admission process of the program is very simple. You need to register for the program on IIT Kanpur E&ICT Academy's website. Firstly, you need to pay the registration fee, and post paying the registration fee, you can complete the remaining fee payment. There are scholarships available for the program. I would recommend you to talk to your learning advisor to find out more about the scholarships eligibility and if you can get those scholarships as well. I believe that this program will not only prove transformational for your career, but will equip you with fundamentally new mindset, which we call the product mindset, with new skill set in the product management world to not only conceive, but also build and scale world-changing products. Most importantly, this program will give you the tools that you will require to succeed in this fast-moving, fast-growing product management world. I wish you all the best as you embark on this journey, and I hope you will be totally transformed in your perspective, in the way you look at product management, and in the way you strategize about building products on a day-to-day basis. I invite you to join this program and experience this transformation for yourself, and wish you all the best.